Hi and welcome to my Playhouse, and today I want to play some more with this Cenovo TV box that I got from Banggood a couple of weeks ago, and I've connected it to the TV here. You can see that, you might be able to, not sure, but yeah, it is connected to the TV. And this little box, which came in this nice little box, runs Windows 10 Home Edition. Comes with the was on the box. I don't know how they licensed this, but it was installed on the box. So I wanted to try and see what formats it would play and if it would be playing them any good. And I just wanted to bring you along so that you will know if this box is worth your time. Links in the description if you want to check out the box. But let's go see what's on the. Let's see the box first. Okay, this is of course the box, which well, this thing is the computer. I've plugged in 3 connections to it. There's a power connector, an HDMI connector for the screen, and I have a red network cable. Then I have this. This is a SSD storage hard drive that I've plugged in there because we're gonna need that in a little bit. Over here I have a USB dongle device, and that's just for the mouse. The keyboard here is a Bluetooth keyboard, and that connects directly to the Bluetooth inside of the box. So that's the setup right now, and everything is working. So the screen here, I have a Lenovo desktop picture on the other PC, and when I connected this PC, actually this is from my laptop. I originally set up my laptop to have a Lenovo desktop picture on it, and when I logged in with my Microsoft account, apparently it copies that picture to something like a worldwide Active Direct, and when I do this on another PC, a new PC, I get the same Lenovo desktop. So I didn't do this. Well, I did, but I did it once, and now the desktop picture is the same on all the boxes that I kind of log into my Microsoft account. Microsoft Live, I'm not sure what they call it, but it's kind of okay. And it runs Windows 10, and I think I did show that. Well, let's just see it again. If you take properties over there, put that picture over there, we can see it has 4 cores, and they're running really nicely there. If we take properties on my computer here, we get what this is. This is an Intel Atom X5 Z8300, and it's a 1.44 gigahertz. It can turbo boost up to 1.8 something. So that's so far so good. One of the things that you cannot do in the Microsoft Home Edition is under a remote section here. There is only remote assistance. There is not the remote desktop down here, which is one of the few things that I'm actually missing in the Home Edition. So, too bad. I'll save this one. I would like to see how this performs a little later, so I'm just putting it. It will be down here. There is the how much performance it's using. But I went ahead and I installed Kodi, the multimedia player Kodi, on this machine. And I haven't configured very much on it. I just installed it and I went right ahead and started playing with files. So we're just gonna go directly to the file system here, and I have a couple of files that I wanted to show you. I have connected this to my NAS out in the data center. So if I go in there, I have downloaded Batman. That sucks. I really just should delete that. It's such a bad quality. But I also, when I tested this box, that was when I downloaded that stuff. That box was able to play Deadpool really well. 2 editions I downloaded. I only tried 1. So, but this is The Martian, and The Martians are downloaded in 4K. This is 21 Z8350 It's a Ultra HD Blu-ray edition in 4K, 5.1 sound, and it's encoded in H.265, and that did not run on this little Android box, so I wanted to try it in here. So we'll try that one. I have tested this. Let's start from the beginning, and it will start that. And you might be able to see this is not great, but this is considerably better than the Android box. Now it's buffering, so all this scene would just be 1 or 2 frames. Now I get I don't know, a couple of frames per second, I guess, maybe, and it stops sometimes. Let's fast forward to the movie at some point, just somewhere random. See what the Martian is doing. There.
126 square meters of soil.
Yeah, he's calculating his potatoes, but it's still very laggy. It's still not good. So I'm gonna stop this before I get into a lot of trouble with that. You can see this one, it should be driving smoothly. It does not.
I have hundreds of liters.
Thank you. I thought that maybe, because this was on my NAS, I thought maybe this is because of lacking network performance. As I said in my earlier review, this Cenovo box has a network connection here, but that's not a gigabit connection, so maybe the network performance would not be very great. So what I actually did was I have copied the Martians out to this hard drive over here. So I wanted to try and start it from over there too. And let's just see if that runs. If it's not really a computer problem, but more of a network problem. But before we will do that, we might just play the movie and see the CPU. If it's maxing out the CPU while it's playing. Okay, I'm playing the film right now, still lacking of course, and buffering.
Nothing bad has ever happened from
in the background I have put up the CPU thing so we can,
because of the whole fire makes
pause this and we can go back and see, well, it is actually using the CPU a lot up here. That's rather high. You can see all the 4 CPUs, quad core CPU, 4 real cores, and they're really highly used when it plays that video. So it's it might be that it's not able to do that. So let's try and play it from the hard disk and see if that improves it. Okay, I have switched, playing the same file from the SSD disk on the table here, and I can already see that this did not help whatsoever. It actually looks to be worse. So the network connection is probably better than playing it from the SSD disk. So, well, it's not able to play 4K video in H.265 compression. That doesn't look good. But just because that it does not play 4K video to this HD TV, which also means that the box has to scale it down to export it on the TV instead, doesn't mean that it's not able to play anything. Last time I was in the United States, I bought this film. It's a Blu-ray. I really don't own a Blu-ray player, so I had a buddy of mine rip this for me because I wanted to see this. So I'm gonna try and show you what happens when you do this. Cody over here, I have kind of ripped all my DVDs. I never jumped on the wagon with the Blu-ray discs. I do like the quality of the Blu-ray disc, but kind of stopped buying films in hard copies when they were still in DVDs. And I actually found out this weekend that I digitized all my DVDs back in 2011. So I never got on the Blu-ray wagon, but I'm a big fan of this film. It's The Last Starfighter, and I wanted this even though I didn't have a Blu-ray player. So I bought this and it has been sitting for a couple of years before I ever got to it. So I had my good friend digitize this for me because he had a Blu-ray player. So let's see what happens when you do this. Just on a side note, I actually have all my DVD discs down here, and also in the cupboard over here is full of my DVD collection that I never use because they're all on a NAS. Okay, I have opened up Kodi again and locking in, made a connection to the SSD disk on the table here, and I have some different options for the Last Starfighter here. I have a raw ISO file from the Last Starfighter. Actually, the whole disk just made into an ISO file, and if I try that, it gives me some options, but I found that I was not able to show this. Whatever I try, it just jumps back, so I don't think it's really compatible with that. It has not worked for me. I do also have the Last Starfighter on DVD, so if we go and yeah, it fails every time I try that. I have it up here, that's the DVD version, and if I go in there and start it there, it actually plays from the DVD, and I do believe that I get menus and everything. Yeah. It even plays a commercial for the different films that was available on DVD. This was actually one of the very first DVDs I ever got. And I jumped on the DVD wagon really early when DVDs was not widely available. So the first DVDs I bought, I got from the United States, shipped over, cost a fortune. So with the DVD version, this actually works. This is the menu from the DVD that is playing through Kodi, because I just made an ISO file of that disc as well. But here I can play the bonus material and I can play the movie, I can set the languages, I could set the subtitles and stuff, and that works really well. And now I'll cut it out before I get a lot of flags for playing this awesome music. Back in the menu again. My good friend made some different cuts of this. He, besides making a total ISO file of the disc, the Blu-ray disc, this one. Actually, I've had it in plastic since I got it. He got to rip the plastic of it to make this, just this Saturday. But he made different versions of it. Besides the ISO file down here, he made this lossless version up here, which is the version of the film taken out of the Blu-ray, but without any compression or anything. Just taking the raw file out of there and playing it in the best quality whatsoever without redoing anything. So if let's see if that plays, shall we? I have tried it, so we have to start from the beginning. And that actually plays really well. And this is a 23 gigabyte large file. I do believe that we can get some info about it somewhere. No? Media info, okay. Okay, there is no media info available, that sucks. But it's recorded in 5.1 DTS. The scaling is 1.78 to 1. So, well, this plays fairly well. And this is a Blu-ray disc playing there. So no problem there whatsoever. And I'll kill that before the music gets me right. just see a little bit of the film also. I'm told that they did not restore this film, they just made the 3D animations over for the Blu-ray edition. Which, this is one of the first films that used 3D rendering in film. This one and Tron. The first Tron was probably the first film ever using 3D rendered objects in film, and this one was about the second one. So we might just go see that. If like this scene here, there are 3D animated spaceships outside this scene, and cut forth and back to real film, and this is 3D animated. So it's an awesome film. I enjoy it so much. It's old as hell. It's from 1984, but well, when I was a little boy, this was the shit. So back in the menu, but I want to show that this box actually do play HD, and it does also do the compression H.265. So I have a smaller file, the one that is marked here, and that's the 23 gigabyte large file compressed down into 2.6 gigabytes of H.265 compression. So this takes up just a little bit more than 10%. So let's try and play that and see how that goes. This one, and we get the info, and it says H.265 over here. It's in stereo and the aspect ratios and stuff like that. So this one's fairly well. I'm just gonna go into the movie and see what happens. There, let's see what. They're in a spaceship. Awesome. Whoosh. So.
Energy probe. Shut down, Alex. Shut down.
Yeah, there are some really nice 80s graphics there. This was before there was programming for making 3D rendering, so I've been on Wikipedia reading about this, and they were like programming this at the same times that they were rendering spaceships and cool stuff like that. And the guy in the car here is a robot, he's a beta unit, but never mind that. It plays fairly well, so awesome. But playing video on this device it's nice to have. I do enjoy it, and I do play a lot of video, but I normally just watch YouTube on my devices here, and I only installed Kodi here to test this out. It was really simple. I just went up to Kodi's homepage and downloaded that and installed. I did find I wanted to try it on Plex too, but I ran into trouble there, and I would like to show you that. See if it fucks with me again today. So we'll exit Kodi here. There. Still have the graphs running over here. See that the films that I've been playing lately has not stressed it nearly as much as the Martians did. So we don't need that one. But to download Plex, you need to go into Microsoft's store here. Let's see if they figure me out. Let's go up here and type in Plex. Yeah, it still fucks with me, it just shuts down. I didn't do anything. Let's do that again. If I go into TV and films here, that's apps is the place that I wanted to go into. And sometimes I can find Plex. Okay, here I am in the Microsoft Store thing. What do they call this anyway? They call it Store. Okay, and here is Plex, and it's free. So I should be able to click on that, right? And it should find Plex for me. It does, it finds Plex, and then it just disappeared. I don't know what's going on here. I have no idea why this box does this, or if it's my internet connection messing up. So that's a really weird thing that I found with this little tiny Cenovo box. Otherwise it works really well. It's really cool for watching YouTube videos, It has a really nice... It uses the screen like a normal PC does, which I think is really awesome. And I can lay in the couch over here watching the channels that I'm subscribed to and enjoy that. And that is really awesome. I can also go to my own channel, and with the little Bluetooth keyboard here, I can answer comments. I tried this last weekend and that actually worked fairly well. So that's pretty cool too. Now I've connected this rather big SSD drive here, so we could just unplug that. So we're done using that. And the box uses these small micro SD cards. So we could try and plug that into the side here. Maybe, if I can figure that out. There. SD card plugged in. We could go see what I have on that one. I just took that out of the other box. Probably I have been using this for testing at some point. That's not it. That was... Here it is, the Kingston. It's only an 8 GB SD card. Cenovo box takes up to 64 GB. So let's see what we have. We have the Martians. I've actually copied the Martians onto that last time I tested this. So we could just try and play it from here and see if that will help us. Let's try that one, see if that will play. I would guess that this either won't play or will be just as bad. Yeah, it started out really good and now it's laggy as... Well, it's actually not that bad, right? It's still lacking, but it's not bad really. We could try and maximize it. There, let's see if that helps. Not really. Cool. Let's just fast forward that and see how the film itself runs. Well, we have a spaceman putting in cables. Matt Damon. Not bad at all. Okay, let's not play more of the Martians. I'll just get into trouble. What have I put in here? I think actually this is 4K footage of me from last time I played with this. Let's see if this is not me talking to you. So, can this film... Yeah, I fucked that one up and I'll try over right now. So can this MX3 really do 4K video? Well, I want to do a test. So this film is filming in 4K. I'm talking about this box. So I'm transferring this also from Banggood, but to the TV. This is 4K footage. So let's see how I run in 4K. It might not have run very well. I think it was a bit laggy, wasn't it? I'll just try and play me again. I want to do a test. So this film is filming in 4K. So I'm transferring this film to the yeah, it's having trouble TV with that too. Try and play it there. Yeah, here's the video. It's definitely 4K resolution. 25 frames per second, which we use a lot in Europe, and the rest is probably doesn't matter that much. But this is raw footage from the camera that is actually recording right now. Well, Banggood sent me this TV box to play with, and I haven't found, well, the glitch in Microsoft stuff is the most irritating thing I've found so far. But the big boys toy store, Banggood, I haven't found anything really bad yet. So I do really recommend this. I think it's awesome, and I'm gonna be using my little TV box for my Playhouse here, with answering comments when I get here Friday night, lay on the couch while the house warms up, which is always a really cool experience. So, well, highly recommend it. Links in the description. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.